I'm going to try and make a video covering as much as I can about side load zigzag and all of the things that might be wrong with your needle area. Because today I was talking to somebody who thought they had a timing issue because everybody thinks it's a timing issue, and when there's something wrong with your sewing machine, it is very rare for a lot of old machines to lose timing if they are side load class 15. I'm gonna talk about the other things that could happen in your needle area to make you losing stitches and breaking needles. So this happens to be Montgomery Ward's signature J265C. It is a side loading class 15, which means any side loading class 15, when you get the cover off, you're going to find in the top somewhere here your cam. This cam happens to be right here. From your cam, there is an arm that goes back here to a vertical shaft. Anywhere in the column, anywhere here could be that vertical shaft, because it's going to need that vertical shaft to move zigzag from the top of the machine to the bottom of the machine. So somewhere over here you'll find a vertical shaft that goes all the way through the bottom of the machine. From the vertical shaft, there's also going to be a link back across to the needle bar. So because you've got the needle bar, this link, this vertical shaft, and then underneath the bottom of the vertical shaft is here, and an arm over to connect to your hook. There are all kinds of joints and adjustments here that can get a little bit loose over time and cause what is more likely your problem with your needle bar, or with your needle issues. Like this machine, the timing on this machine, if we rotate, here's the pin that pins this arm on the shuttle driving shaft and connects it up to the main crank on the machine. So this shaft is pinned. There's nothing that can get loose here to change your hook timing. However, because of all the links from here on that shaft up top and over to the needle bar, there are a lot of places between the needle bar and the race that can get loose and let your hook slide sideways and be out of adjustment. And that's going to be your key on a side loading class 15 machine. Demonstrating the hook timing on your side load class 15 machine, whether it's a zigzag. I have this machine propped up so that the hook will stay in place. The race comes off, and you can watch inside here. The needle comes down, the hook goes back behind the needle, and then the needle starts to come up, and here's the eye of the needle, there's the tip of the hook. Just above the eye of the needle, the tip of the hook is going behind it to collect the thread. And this is all pinned in place so that that's going to very rarely cause trouble. The real problem that you will find on these pretty regularly is, and we can barely see the hook retracted, or is retracting, the needle's going down, and you see the needle went down, and right behind it is the hook, and there's a little space when it comes back up in the scarf. That space is affected by the whole link on the zigzag, that vertical shaft and everything. And to fix that, we loosen the screw clamping the lower link and slide the whole hook assembly back and forth. Alright, so when that gap behind the needle is wrong, either it's too wide because this has slipped to the right, or it's too narrow because it got tapped to the left, and sometimes your needle might even hit your hook. This screw here unclamps and loosens, and with this screw loose, you're able to slide this whole body left and right to get the right gap behind your hook. The last problem you might think you have with a side load Japanese class 15 machine is needle bar height. So unfortunately, for a lot of these machines, the needle bar is also drilled with a set screw. Most old sewing machines, the needle bar is assembled with a set screw, so it's not adjustable. And like this one, they even assembled it in a way that there's no access in on the needle bar behind the needle bar bracket here. So you have to get your needle bar, or get your needle in. Your hook timing will 90% of the time be just fine, and the major problem you will discover on a side load class 15 machine is going to be that left to right adjustment of the hook.